What is up, guys? It's NGS Everything. We are back again to continue our zombie journey. Mind the crazy random hair. I don't want to listen to me when I'm fresh out of the shower. But yeah, we're going to get back into some zombies. We got our save file ready to go. I'm going to try to say that, Dies Mortis. You guys know, if you guys were watching the previous part, which will get uploaded sometime before this one. I'm kind of making a bunch at the same time, so they might all come back. They might all come out at the same time, but essentially, we got to round 14 on the castle map. A lot of fun. We kind of are at a point now where after I finish this episode, this will be kind of the end of this playthrough. We're gonna see how far we get in this episode, probably exfil. And then we're going to start trying to tackle the Easter eggs. Now, I did a lot of research on them, and they progressively get harder. With this one in particular, the map we're going to play today is increasingly difficult because there's just a million steps. Quite a lot, actually. Like, I was watching a tutorial, and I was like, bruh. It's like not even hard, too. It's just like an endless scavenger hunt. Like, it isn't... just seems kind of annoying. You just get a bunch of parts and you have to do all these weird things and interesting. But the first one, I think Liberty Falls, if I remember correctly, pretty simple. I'm pretty confident we can knock that one out, so we'll do that one first. And then the second one's slightly harder. There's a little more of an intimidating boss fight, but then this last one will be the trickiest one. But yeah, so you guys know I've been doing some research. And on this note, I finally figured out what those stamps are for. They're actually to get the wonder weapon, which are the swords. Now, will we get the sword and upgrade it? Probably not, but we will get the sword just to be able to have it and use it in game. At least to help us survive these next 4 rounds before we exfil. But yeah, as far as this game's concerned, we're just gonna finish it out. We've already explored the entire map. We've already gotten all the perks that I think we could find, right? We want PhD Flopper. I'm gonna try to find it, but I don't know if I'll be lucky. And we're gonna get the sword. That way we can kind of at least get used to the weapon. And then when we go do the Easter egg, we'll do a full run with me getting all the swords and upgrading them. It's very, very similar to how almost all Easter eggs are usually run. Since Black Ops 2, where essentially if there are multiple wonder weapons in the game, on one of the steps you have to get all of them upgraded. Seems to be kind of a tradition now. If there's wonder weapons, just expect to have them upgrade to their full level before you actually move on. But anyways, that's enough of an intro. We're gonna get right back into it. Last time we were doing this, we got, I think, was round 14. That was telling me. I sure actually it was, but we got a ray gun, right? We got a bunch of good stuff, so it should be a pretty relatively easy playthrough. We're not going to go much longer. It's a really fun map, and we'll keep playing it, obviously. But we're going to wrap this series up, so that we can kind of get a move on to the other stuff. I want to get back into some Easter eggs and stuff like that, and then. We're good. And then also try to get the sword and find PhD. I don't know how lucky we'll be to find PhD, but we will try. Oh boy. Oh, that thing again. Just a storm. A lot easier to kill. Previous one, that's ridiculous. I grabbed that. But now it makes sense why it drops so many stamps. Is because obviously one of the goals, right, is you try to get you're trying to get all the swords unlocked. You need to get a crap ton of stamps so you can do that. Although there's only 4 swords. Batteries. Just barely good. Just so we don't end up dying, let me change these out real quick. Be right back. And unpaused it for like 5 seconds. Okay, right, we're back. Get back. I'm actually curious. Do you think the upgrade ammo refill amount increases with each upgrade? All right, so we definitely don't want to give the ray gun, right? So let's go ahead and get that sword. I'm hoping the sword just replaces our melee. We'll see. I really don't know like how it's gonna do it. It should be interesting nonetheless. Is there one? I don't think so. Well, we'll want to get like at least stamina because not getting Juggernaut. I mean, not getting what's his face is gonna. Okay, so which one should we do? We got the light sword, right? We got the dragon sword, the stag, and that's the dragon sword. So this is the shadow sword, or the raven sword, whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure. I I really want to. Oh geez. Okay, so just being in this area spawns those guys. Um, I'm really intrigued on the shadow, so we're gonna do that one. Let's see how it goes. So yeah, let's go ahead and grab it, just in case it replaces the weapon here. Harry. Ah. Okay, so it does really mean. Well, that's good to know. Now we have some money, right? Let's go see if we can pack a punch it. We're kind of experimenting right now. So I'm kind of curious to see how far we can take this. Learned a lot as well about the maps, little Easter eggs and like some other things that actually explain a lot. There are some hidden areas in the game weren't fully aware about, which is again it's fine, right? Not a huge deal. It's something I was not expecting. But see, we point I felt. Well, it's one hitting. One of them, so that's good. Currently cannot be okay. So the only way to upgrade it then is to do that. So I guess the last question really is there a rarity and can we increase the rarity on the weapon? It is a wonder weapon, but it's not showing. Like it's not showing anything. I can stop an attack. That's actually kind of cool. Um, Stamina up. We already got stamina up. I was really hoping we could. Let's see. Craft. Rarity. Yeah, so it's just I think the base sword obviously looks the same, right? And then it's just the upgrade step, which makes sense, right? Like I honestly didn't expect too much, but good to know. So sweet. Um, really want to. I really want to find um PhD flopper. Got a good range. This is all good info for when we actually. I don't know if we're gonna. A little cocky. And there's exfil. Okay. Um. Yeah, I mean, I think we're good, man. We got Tesla Storm. We got Ray Gun. Really, really want PhD flopper, but I'm not. I'm not gonna. We also got Free Fire as well, so we'll just pop that. Where we gotta go? Oh, perfect. Ah, more. Nice. There we go. Honestly, Xville. Excuse me. That happened a lot faster than I thought. I didn't think it'd come around 16. So I think what we'll do overall, I think overall, that was good, right? We got to see the map, we got the wonder weapon, or we figured out how to acquire the sword. Um, the one thing we haven't done, and this would be good because we kind of ended the other two map series, right? We still haven't gotten the wonder weapon for the other map. Of course, the one I'm referring to is Terminus, right? Third place. How about first? Yes, Terminus, right? Really want to get that one weapon and try it out for a little bit. And since we didn't get a second try at this map after, because we tried to exfil and it did not go as according to plan, right? I would like to get some more footage of Terminus with the new one with the Wonder Weapon, right? So we'll play a quick little round of this, right? Just for the sake of making this video a little bit longer because it's only been like 15 minutes. I didn't. The exfils for me, it's hard to predict, right? Because when I see them, I just want to take the chance. I know I have the gobble gun, but I want to use it if I don't have to. And I didn't want to take advantage of it because really, like, I had done what I had wanted to do by round 15 in that map. So staying longer was kind of pointless to me. I mean, of course, there's surviving high rounds, but you guys should know by now. Like, I'm really not. Like, it's fun to try to do that when you have like a group of people. When you're solo, I'm not saying it's easy because like obviously there's challenges and you get thrown curveballs, but it's arguably not that difficult, right? And I'm also like, I'm one of those players where like I want to get everything done. I don't care about surviving around 100, is stamina testing as that is. My main goal, right, is to just get as much done as I can in one game, be as efficient as I can. If since we're kind of getting into this, one of the things I might start doing is to start essentially introducing like a new type of series, right? Where I go back and I start doing Easter eggs for older games, so you guys can kind of see like where I've come from and kind of like and kind of like where my experience comes from and what I'm referring to, right? Because like Moon, great example. I love that map, right? That is like my shit. Now the reason why I mentioned that at all is because sorry. The reason why I mentioned that at all is because at the end of the day, right? Like I said, I'm efficient. I want to essentially just get as much done as I can. When I do the moon Easter egg, which is a great example of what I'm talking about, right? My goal isn't to high round, is to get the Easter eggs done as fast as possible. Usually, right? Usually, if it's a good game, I can get it done by like round 11. I think the fastest I've ever did it was like round 8, but that was like, we got all the weapons we needed out of the box. We do not have Wonder Weapon. Kind of stashed away like I thought we did. That gobble gum, so I'm referring where, but it's fine. We're gonna just hit that box until we get it. But yeah, I mean, so yeah, we'll get some footage playing this map again. This map is a lot of fun. But no way, dude. Oh, that is freaking lucky. Oh my goodness. The first box hit, I'm like, we're not gonna get this. I don't got the gobble gum. We get it first try. What the heck? That's insane. Get out of my way. That's insane, dude. The look of that, right? But this thing's cool looking. Okay. Dang. Huh. What was that? Okay. Like a laser gun? I'm really curious. Test this out on somebody who. Oh, it kind of like stuns them, makes them like slow. A laser. Nice. Okay. You know, this reminds me of kind of like the Wonder Waffle DG2 a little bit, and it sends a little shockwave out. I'm assuming this to kind of keep them off you a little bit. Dude, this is dope. Nice. That is a lot. That's actually a lot of fun. Like that's actually cool. Nice, dude. I can't get over that first try on the box, dude. That is insane. That is awesome. Like hell yeah, that's dope, dude. Nice. Well, we'll get to play a few rounds of this, maybe exfil, and then we'll call it good. But that's seriously like that's literally exactly what I wanted, which is I think that's the creepy part, right? Okay, yeah. So I think my hypothesis was correct. I think it just slows them down. 80's not bad for a base clip. Dude, nice. Doug. This is a pretty dang good game. You know, I hear you actually need the this gun pack a punched in order to get the Easter egg done. So it's like the fact that we got this on round 6. Like I'm not saying we attempt the Easter egg because I want to do the terminus or not terminus one the falls map first. But that is still seriously so lucky. Like I doubt that will ever happen again. First try. I don't know if that was like just beginner's luck or what, but that is insane. Dude, I'm blown away. Cool deal. But anyways, what was I saying before all that happened? Matters that was way cooler than what I was trying to say. But anyways, I think what I was getting at is like we want to start the Easter eggs, right? Thinking, you know, the first one obviously will be, you know, Twin Falls because it looks the simplest. Um, you know, we'll get that going here real soon. I'm thinking now that we've kind of gone through and played all the base maps that came with the game, plus the new map. We got some footage in there. You know, found some good strategies. Kind of explored the maps a little bit, open them up. You know, I feel really confident about tackling an Easter egg now on both maps, on all maps really. I just need to study up on the Easter egg, but like I said, like that third one, oh my goodness gracious, dude, there was like a million steps, like an absurd amount of steps. It was kind of crazy. I'm just like, I don't know if I want to go through all that, but you know, hey, is what it is. Just go down. Better not. But yeah, you know, Easter eggs, million steps. I mean, I got a lot of good info to kind of give me some, give me like a heads up. But overall, yeah. Also, I love the the shovel stuff. Again, haven't seen too much come out of that yet. I mean, just barely started playing, right? But still, super cool that they introduced that mechanic. I thought that mechanic was awesome. Like I genuinely thought that was probably like the coolest mechanic they introduced to one. So I was really sad to see, you know, that kind of get um kind of taken away slightly. Gum. Nice. All three Terminators. Weapon's pretty cool. Pretty big fan. I'm excited to pack and punch this sucker. I'm actually getting a good chunk of points from it too, which I feel like is not typical. Nice. Boom. Hell yeah. I know we wanted to pack a punch this as well, but I just wanted to get the other gun going so I don't have to. But fuck. What a great game. Round 8 already got a wonder weapon and a pack a punch. Nice. Which, turns out is actually not that difficult to do if you know. La 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 la. This Easter egg had a lot of steps in. I'm talking a lot, right? Way more than the other one, that's for sure. Um, but not as bad as the castle. What for sure not as bad, right? More or less kind of similar things. Um, this one seemed a little more straightforward. This one's boss fight seems way more complicated and challenging than the new castle maps version. The castle map just seems very like just complex. It's like there's a lot of moving parts. It's really interesting to see all that. But yeah, you guys like reds? I'm a fruity bitch drink kind of person. I'm not a huge fan of bitter beer. So for all you alcoholics out there, I'm talking about Budweiser, all that stuff. Like nothing wrong, people obviously say great things, but I'm not a huge fan of it because, it's just in my opinion, I don't know. It's just like it's not enjoyable. Like you can still get drunk, but like enjoy, the process. I don't know why people feel like they need to like put up with bad tasting alcohol. That's why I like cocktails or just taking shots. One, the shots are really fast, you don't have to it. But you also got the fact of, you know, cocktails actually taste good too, and you get really fucked up on them because you can't they can't tell you can't tell what's happening. That's why it's so much fun. Oh, look at that. Second pack punch ready to rock. Boom. Ooh. Red. Still not doing the custom like pack a punch camo. I'm like really confused. Is that like just not a thing? You know what I mean? Like, is that just like not a thing in these games? Yeah, I really love this area. There's obviously a lot of areas to train and survive on this map. You know, you got islands, you got a bunch of places, right? But this one in particular really makes me happy. I'm a huge fan of this area, for sure. Oh yeah. A lot of armor on that cousin. Oh. Do. And there's some exfil. Where we at? About 30 minutes. I say we go to the second exfil. Let's kind of milk this out a little bit, get some more out of this, right? We're doing really good. I want to see how much further we can take this. And this is also another area I considered to train in. Got this trap right here. I also learned that the Mustang and Sally was brought back. So instead of just, pack a punching, you know, the two pistols into just some more slightly powerful versions, they actually brought back the pack a punch, which I mean, the Mustang and Sally, which I'm like, hell yeah. Next time we do a run, Easter egg run or just a high round run or whatever, which just so you guys know, I will do high round runs. It's just not my favorite thing to do in the world. Like if I'm gonna do that, I need like a challenge. Like like I gotta try to get something done. Like at least the Easter egg is like a minimum, and then we'll just try to see how far we can survive. But I also like jumping between maps, and with the whole save thing, it's hard to do high round stuff and save progress when like kind of can't. A little bit of a turn off for me personally, but it is what it is. Oh, what's in here again? I feel like it, speed cola. That's what I was actually. 35 hundo. 35 hundo. Figures it makes sense. Just doors open. Yeah, but seriously, what a cool weapon. I like the little purple smiling face on the side too. That's cool. I like the slow down effect. That's pretty dope. I like the little shockwave it does too when you're reloading. Pretty convenient. Nice. That mango definitely dropped some good loot back there. So and yes, not a very rare key. Cola, just best as boy. Go ahead and get ourselves back up here, up to what is it? Top. I can't think right now. Oh, the room, the locker room, vault room. Oh, all that blows. Wow. I feel like I got stiffed out of that one. Nice. That is also a part of the Easter egg. I mean, most of the guesses I had about is this a part of the Easter egg? I was, but it's not hard to guess. Boom, boom, baby. Stepped on my groove. Woo! Yeah, good episode though, man. We got a really lucky draw. We got an exfil. Figured out what the stamps are for. I feel like a good game plan for me doing some Easter egg attempts. I feel like I'm not gonna have too many issues with tackling any more Easter eggs. So really excited. Oh, hi. Dude, easy. Love it. It's a great weapon. It's just like so much fun to use. Do, 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 do. So, all right, let's see where we're at. We're about 40 minutes. I'll take it. It'll be a shorter video, but it'll do. That'll do, donkey. Unironically, it's the area that we were in. Ah! Some ammo. Ah! That was risky. Ah, crap. Dang it. I had that, damn it. God damn it. That tentacle trap thing, like last minute, like that probably could have worked. Dude. Even still though, that worked out to be a fantastic video. Cannot believe we got I can't believe we got the one weapon first box spin. That was legendary. That was awesome. Cool deal. Also, I don't know why it's saying highest round. Like, I'm pretty sure I made it past that, but whatever. Yeah, I'm kind of curious then. So let's go. Look, let's go barracks. I don't know if it like tells us progress, no. Challenges, no. Stats, leaderboards, zombie, round. Let's see. This is just I want to go. Trying to career and then around. See, it doesn't tell me. Oh, that's low key bullshit. So it doesn't tell me like individual. Okay, here we go. Map. Let's highest round 28. Okay, there we go. Liberty Falls. There you go. See, I'm glad I recorded that. Terminus. 34. Nice. And then Citadelle Des Morts. Again, don't know how the hell to say that. It's not showing up, but we all know I made I think it was 16. There we go. At least it tracked it. It keeps saying like highest round. Like, bruh, I literally I passed it. The heck. But anyways, I know you guys couldn't see any of that. My camera was like blocking the entire thing. I'll show you real quick again what I was looking at. So you go to barracks, go to stats, leaderboards, zombies, go to maps, terminus 28, right? Or 31, 34 for terminus, but Liberty Falls was 28. Those are my personal records. It's not showing the castle map, but that's what I was referring to. Because before it kept saying like new highest round achieved. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I've been to round 30, bro. But there you go. Anyways, just to give you guys some context, I'm sorry I spaced. You guys weren't even seeing that. But anyways, That's pretty much gonna do it for me, guys. I'm at a point now where I'm ready to start tackling some Easter eggs. Really want to try to push myself and see if I have what it takes to do these Easter eggs by myself. Don't really have like a gaming group, so I'm just gonna try to knock these out and see. If it's too difficult, maybe I'll try to hook up with some people and we'll get it done. But yeah, overall, I'm having a blast, man. This zombies gives me a lot of, you know, Black Ops One vibes. There's obviously things I still miss about the earlier games, but this is definitely since then. This is probably one of the best installments of zombies. There's a few things I don't like, and this is just me being an old school player. I wish all damage amounted to points. Points seem really hard to come by. And there's a lot of more things you can spend them on in these games. So I feel like them crippling the point system just added a challenge. It's kind of unnecessary. Because even if you do have all the money in the world, you'll survive more than 13. Still suck. There's still that factor. The boss health bars, like first time coming across the 3 2-headed dude, whatever. His just health bar is super peak. I'm hitting him with a ray gun, or at least in that map, I was hitting him with, like the wonder weapon. It's like barely doing anything. It's just like seems a bit overpowered. I don't know if that was just because it was the exfil or what, but the damage, like we're not the damage, but the health scaling for those mini bosses is just like insane. It's like a little bit overpowered in my opinion. I mean, either way, it adds a cool challenge, and there's ways around it. But a wonder weapon struggling against it, I don't know. It seems interesting. I mean, obviously we can make it work, right? It doesn't really hold us back, but I just feel like you have something like a wonder weapon, you don't expect that much challenge, which on the opposite coin of all this is a great thing because when you got really set up in the old games, it was also very easy not to die. So they add more of a challenge, which is definitely needed, right, compared to the old games. So you can't complain about that at all. That's definitely a huge improvement. But overall, I think the biggest thing I would have liked to seen, I just want, more diversity, map types, right? I mean, I feel like I've played the same map 13 times. Like, it's cool being back on a castle, but we've already done that, Horizon Drac is a legendary map, and we all love it, but, been there, done that, right? Really, in my opinion, the only unique map that I played is my favorite map. If you guys don't know me, or if you do, then you know what I'm talking about. But if you don't, I'm referring to Moon on Black Ops 1 and then remastered version on Black Ops 3. Moon, I know everyone has mixed feelings because it's a really big map, right? And there's definitely some challenges on the map that you don't face with other maps of the same game. You have like this excavator that tries to destroy parts of the map like every other round, and you have to travel like halfway across the map just to try to stop it from happening. And if you take the shortcut but you don't do it correctly, then you end up just getting swarmed. It's challenging, right? But like just the right amount of challenging. You're set up enough, take, right? There's really cool weapons in that game. You play the original, you got the really cool old school weapons. If you play the Black Ops 3 version, not the weapon part of that game, I'm not a huge fan of. But the map itself, really pretty. But just the whole space thing, really cool and fascinating topic, right? It's like maybe a little bit out there, but the whole thing's out there, right? I'm disappointed that we haven't seen more space maps. I think that'd be so cool to be like, like obviously that one base, if they have the ability to build that and have all the machines there, there's probably more to it. I used to think, back when I was, really into these, like really into the old games, and that's all I played. I like envision, it's like, what if they created a game called like COD Zombies, Black Ops Zombies, right? And it's just zombies, and essentially it's like they have like custom support, map support for like people who want to build their own maps. Kind of uh, like kind of like GTA. You know how you can go and create death matches and races, and you can publish them. People can play them. That kind of aspect, and then just add a crap ton of fun maps. Bring all the weapons from all the games in. I think that'd be a ton of fun. I feel like that's an idea that's not been explored at all. Like a true, like, honest to god, because like I feel like a big fan majority of the fan base, right, of Call of Duty are zombie fans. Like that's why we buy the games. Like I'll be honest, like multiplayer's fun. I've gotten better at it over the years. I've always bought the games mainly for the zombies. Like that's like my thing, and it's what a lot of people also, that's like their thing too. So you know I think a game like that, and obviously you'll have to add some characters to it. It can't just be zombies, or at least not entirely. You'll have to add some type of multiplayer. Um, Maybe like just like zombie theme multiplayer, but even still, I still think it'd be a ton of fun. Um, and I would love to see like, obviously, if you guys keep up with the storyline, the Ultimus, well, the original group, I forget the name, after Moon teleported back to Earth and they got imprisoned where they got there, right? But my mind's like, we could even like just make up the storyline of like, well, maybe the teleporter broke, and they had to go to the other side of the moon and like the dark side of the moon or whatever, and that'd be so cool. Like a dark thing map, and it's like more horror, more scary, and like they have to get this backup teleporter working to get back to Earth, and when they get back, then they get him, right? And then that whole thing could be another map too. So you have like two new maps you can build. One on the moon, on like another side of it, maybe a whole different layout, similar type of map, but just a little different. It'd be really cool. And then another map I want to see is more stuff in like America. Like there's a lot of maps that aren't really in America. You know what I mean, like the map. There's a map on, I think this is Black Ops Cold War. You go into this giant Russian like training simulation like arena, right, where they like kind of like train for like scenarios to fight in America, and they have like like a burger, like the infamous like burger joint in the games, right? And they have like that whole layout, and it's fun because you're in a town, and it's like that's a cool aspect. I've only seen that done on like modded zombies. And then they tried to do it a while ago back in Black Ops 2, but they had lava everywhere. The map was really dark. It was horrible. Wasn't a huge fan. This one was bright. It was vibrant. You could see everything. Like like city maps like that, not like the skyscraper map from Black Ops 2, but just city maps like more modern stuff. That'd be really cool. Um More variety of weapons. I feel like you could put so much more weapons into the game and it'd be a lot more fun. Now obviously all this is done with mods, right? But an official like actual game released by Treyarch, that would be awesome. That would definitely, for me, right? It would set the bar high. Um I think a lot of fans would enjoy it. Let me guys know what you think. If you guys watched the video to the very end and you heard my little rant, tell me guys what you think. Would you play a game like that? Would you buy a game like that? I know I would. I've even gotten into the because I got a PC, right? So I've gone into the PC gaming modded version, right? And I'm learning how to make maps. And my idea is, if I get good enough, I could just make these like hypothetical maps I've been thinking about, and I could, publish them and play them and kind of live this like idea in reality. And whether or not it ever becomes a game would be awesome, right? But that's just kind of a thought. But doing it just so I could be like, hey, I think this is what should have happened. I made a map based off that. I think that'd be awesome. It takes a lot of work and knowledge to build a map, so it's not something I could just do like that. But it is something I'm thinking about and I'm taking very seriously. And pretty soon here, once I wrap up a few more things on the video side of things, I'm definitely gonna dive in. I'm gonna try to make it happen. I'm gonna make a like a legitimate app, and I'm gonna try to model it in the way that I'm envisioning, and I'm gonna try to see if we can if we can kind of make that a reality. And then when it's finished, you know, I'll publish it and try to make it so everyone can play it and see how it goes. But I'm kind of like I might even need to get more RAM for my computer. But I'm definitely taking it seriously. I think but that's all side note, right? Either way, good end, right, to the 3 maps we played so far. Kind of went back and got to experience a part of the map that we didn't get to experience last time. We did exfil successfully again. This could be something we're gonna want to try to do, you know, with a vengeance. But all that aside, right? Overall, it's been a great experience. I love these maps. I think there's a new take on zombies is really cool. Obviously, there's some mixed feelings about certain things, but it's not enough for me to hate the game or discourage me from playing it. It is an awesome game, and I've really enjoyed playing it up to this point, and I'm excited to see the new maps that come out. You know, there's even, in fact, before we end the video, kind of going a little more of a tangent. Hopefully you guys are. But if you go over the barracks, right, and this is just you go to calling cards, right? If you go to zombies, actually, you know, we'll go calling card, go to zombies. One thing that gives me mild hope that a space themed map may come back is if you go down the like rabbit hole of all the different, you know, all the different types of things you can earn. There are like subtle references to like space map or like, you know, like characters wearing helmets. Like it may not actually be what I think it is. Probably not, right? But in my mind, it's like if there's any chance they might come back and like try to, you know, do it again, I would be so stoked. You know, like it'd be a ton of fun. But let's kind of look at these, right? So I was looking through these the other day, and I saw some that really stood out. Right? See if I can find. We got the Wonder Waffle DG2. That's a little subtle shutout, right? Again, may just be like a coincidence, but I feel like that's kind of a cool little, you know, Easter egg there. Like, are they gonna bring it back? That'd be kind of cool. Um, you know, you got some really cool looking color cards, but then we got this one, Explosive Surprise, and you see in the background, kind of hard to see, right? In fact, can I zoom in? Yeah, I'm gonna zoom in here. See, they got helmets on, and it looks like they're in space, right? And then let's see here. There was another one. You got this one right here, right? Now, again, I might be reading into this too much, but I mean, look at that. Like, if they're hinting at like this, you know, like this potential, you know, attempt to bring back space, I mean, dude, like I'd be so down. Look at that. 10 billion watts. Now, either that's a Wonder Weapon I haven't seen yet, or that's something to come. Overall, I think, you know, no matter what they do, you know, like whether they bring back an old map or not, you know, it's cool to look at these little calling cards, whether or not they're like little sneak peeks into, you know, anything, you know, that could happen. I just thought that was interesting. You know, like obviously, you know, those are in there for a reason. Doesn't mean they're what I think it is. But hey, you know, it's like you just don't know. But it would be really cool. It'd be really cool to see that kind of unfold. Be really interested to see it happen. But anyways, guys, that's the end of this episode. If you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot them down below. Again, I don't have a huge fan base. I know that. I'm not doing this for that though. I'm just doing it because I think it's fun. Kind of like a personal challenge for myself, a little side story. I mean, I've kind of touched base on it a little bit here and there, but I'm only doing this because, kind of like I'm not comfortable, right? Talking in front of crowds, and whether or not this becomes popular or not, just kind of putting myself out there, making myself vulnerable, like having messy hair and, weird beat up shirt, my beer belly on camera, just kind of either being embarrassing or not, like out in the world. It's just kind of a very surrendering thing, right? Because the internet is what it is. We all know it, right? Putting yourself out there kind of makes you very vulnerable. And I feel like surrendering to that fear and then like putting yourself out there, no matter what comes out of it, right? I can say that, I did that. And that's kind of like the motivation behind making these videos. That, and I do like, the thought of teaching people, and I like the thought of, kind of showing off the experience I've gained a couple years playing. But yeah, overall it's been an interesting experience. And either way, no matter what happens, I'm just grateful for anyone who does watch, and I'm grateful that I've forced myself out of my comfort zone, tempted to do. I'm glad I kept my resolve up enough that when I finally had the money, actually get good, decent equipment, not perfect equipment, obviously there's better out there, but I got like an actual setup now. I stuck to it. I didn't go, I'm saving money for something. I was like, no, this was like a low key, like a hobby of mine. I'm gonna pursue it for my happiness and to continue challenging myself. And I'm glad I did, because I am, doing it. And I'm really grateful that I gave myself the opportunity. But overall, an amazing experience. Like I said, even if no one's watching, I appreciate everyone who did. Always, and just everything. I'll see you guys